Hi, I'm Marianne Williamson. I want to give you a free training on accessing your power, and this is based on an online training called Powerful Beyond Measure. The Powerful Beyond Measure title came from a paragraph in my book, A Return to Love, that has become pretty popular over the last few years. It's kind of interesting because it's just a paragraph from this book, which is reflections on the principles in A Course in Miracles. I want to read you the paragraph. You might know it, but it gives you an idea where we're going with the online class. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? I have to tell you, that right there should make it very clear that Nelson Mandela did not write this. I cannot imagine a man saying, who are you to be talented, gorgeous, fabulous, brilliant? Just a little aside there from a personal place. Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So what we're talking about here when we talk about the power that frightens us is a power that is not of this world. We live in a world that says the power lies in the money, the power lies in business, the power lies in technology, the power lies in government, the power lies in prestige, the power lies in other people's opinions of us. Actually, when we are going about trying to get power, thinking that that's what power is, we are actually disempowering ourselves. Because as Martin Luther King said, there is a power inside us more powerful than bullets. And that's the power we're talking about in this course. That's the power that you talk about in any serious spiritual path. That is an internal power. The reason we do the online course is because it's one thing to know that intellectually. It's another thing to actually apply that principle in a practical way. That power inside us is the power of the love that is within us, because that is God within us. But we live in a world which actually trains us to believe that power lies in brute force, not in soul force. And so we're taught in ways that sometimes we're not even consciously aware of, that there's more power in attack and defense than there is in love and blessing and defenselessness. The ego mind would say, oh, that'll weaken you, and if you come from love and defenselessness and vulnerability, that you'll be taken advantage of. When in fact, it's when we view life through the mental filter of the fear-based mind or ego that we're constantly taken advantage of, and more importantly, that we're constantly self-sabotaging, we are undermining our own good. You know, we look at situations where we can feel that our own good, our own power in a situation was blocked by other people. But what we want to do is take a really deep look at the ways in which we disempower ourselves. And any time that we're not aligned with the truth of who we are in a fractured state psychically. We are not aligned with the truth of who we are. And if I'm not grounded in the spiritual truth of who I am, which is that I'm a spirit, not a body, then I go into any situation really quite fearful, because not knowing who I am, I don't really know my place in the larger scheme of things, and I don't really know what my deeper relationship is to you. And so if I'm not clear about who I am, I'm not going to be clear about who you are. I'm not going to be clear about my circumstances. I'm not going to be empowered if I'm not clear. So when we become clear about our spiritual grounding, this gives us power in the world, which is counterintuitive. But the truth is, you are more powerful in this world when you're very clear you are not of this world. And that's a radical shift. You know, it's 180 degrees away from the thinking of the world. Not that it's difficult, really, but it's different. And so what's difficult is getting over our resistance to doing it. And that's why we created this course, so that you can gain a sense of how to practically discipline yourself. You know, the word discipline and the word disciple come from the same root. We have to discipline ourselves to think a different way. Just like you go to the gym to work your muscles. You go to the gym so that you have the musculature to be able to move in the world. Spiritual gymnastics, spiritual practice is in order to hone our attitudinal muscles, our emotional muscles, our psychological muscles, not so that we can move in the world, but so that actually we can attain and retain a space of inner stillness, non-reactivity, so that we can look around and know, this is who I am here, this is my place here, this is where I fit into the larger scheme of things, this is why I'm on assignment in some spiritual way in this situation. Everybody who is here with me is a kind of cosmic collaborator. We are all here on divine assignment. It puts you into a completely different psychic space. It puts you into a completely different psychological and emotional alignment within yourself. And that is power. Because you know two things then. You know on a deepest level who you are and why you're here. That is our power in any situation, to really be clear, who am I and why am I here? If you just think you're a body surrounded by a bunch of other bodies and it's all random and it's all chaos, good luck with feeling empowered, and also good luck with the situation working out, the situation really bringing you and others any sense of peace, any sense of meaning, any sense that you did something good that will help heal the world today. If, on the other hand, you think of yourself as a spiritual being, you think of yourself as sourced by a divine creator, and on this earth in order to extend the love that is within you, but that power that is in you but not of you, and that is your purpose, that is your mission in any situation, you are grounded in the power that is not yours alone. That is a co-creative effort that is really sourced by something much higher than we are. Then you can relax, and then things move through you. You're not, you're the faucet, you're not the water. You're not asked to generate all this power. You're asked to receive a power that is not of you, that is channeling through you out into the world. And then it's kind of like an attitudinal yoga where you are very firm in your position, but within the position you can relax. Now do me a favor and leave a comment below. And use this as an opportunity to think about all the ways that you have sought power outside yourself and what your real thoughts and attitudes have been towards the very idea of power inside yourself. I hope that you will use this as an opportunity to dig deep inside yourself, because that's where your power lies.